feel like I should be holding up a copy of the book here somewhere, but I do read mostly on my Kindle, so that's not entirely possible. Hi guys, so I read the Lost Hours series by Cassandra Clare, and I decided to film a book review. I'm gonna keep this part spoiler free, I guess, although it does have spoilers for the Infernal Devices, although I assume you've read that if you're watching this, because it does follow the children of Raw and Tessa, some of the original characters. It really follows their children, although our protagonist is someone, she's Cordelia cast as. Cordelia is finally a POC female protagonist that Cassie gave us, which I'm very happy about. In terms of like ranking wise for all of her protagonists, I guess I would definitely put Tessa on top, and then Emma, and then Cordelia, and then Clary. I don't really have much else to say in this like non-spoilery section, except I guess we do get loads of breadcrumbs here and there of Will, Jem, Tessa, not together unfortunately, but we do get little sneak peeks of them, as well as like Gabriel and Cecily, Gideon and Sophie, Henry and Charlotte, just here and there, and it's honestly like so nice to see like the gang back together, even if we are just focusing on their children for now, but it was so bittersweet in a way. Okay, onto like the spoiler section. For me, of the two series that Cassandra Clare has written in like the Victorian, Edwardian era, the Infernal Devices was definitely superior. It was way superior. So it feels kind of harsh to compare The Lost Hours to this when literally the Infernal Devices was her best work. Especially when we talk about the fact that, why did she do the love triangle again? Cassie has already written like the world's best love triangle, like she's not gonna get any higher than that, and yet she chose to write another love triangle. I don't know, it just pains me, it pains me so much to see that love triangle play out. It was going to end in failure because she can't do the same thing again. She can't make both parties win because we've already done that, and yet she did it again, and that pains me. In terms of James and Matthew, Matthew was definitely the better written character. James fell so flat. I was like waiting to see the real Herondale in him, and it just never came out. I mean, every once in a while we'd see like some beautiful lines from him, some like poetry going on in his head, and I'm like, he definitely got that from his parents, but other than that, he literally fell flat in terms of his character. I literally could not care less about him at all. And then Matthew Fairchild, sorry, Matthew Fairchild was definitely the most Will Herondale coded. Has his own little inner turmoil with the alcohol. Let's talk about Lucy Herondale for a bit. She did not live up to what I was hoping her to live up to. I don't know why. Lucy just struck me as like kind of a weird character. Her saving grace was Jessie, definitely. But like Lucy, I don't even know. I don't know what to say about Lucy. I just didn't like her. I didn't like her at all. I was so mad because this is like the first time we're getting a female Parabatibon, and it fell so flat. Cordelia and Lucy were ready to call it off over an argument. I got so annoyed. In terms of the other Parabatibon that we have, James and Matthew also weren't giving. They literally weren't. They did nothing. James didn't even hug Matthew one time. I'm like, this is the friggin' Parabatibon. Please. They literally was like, they were so far apart from each other that it was like painful to read. I know that's like partly because of the bracelet, but still, I feel like we could have done better. We could have done better with these two. Jessie Blackthorne. Wow, I can definitely see the traits that Julian will come to inherit from this man, because whoa, saving Jessie Blackthorne was Lucy's saving grace. I said what I said. In terms of like the couples, obviously we have James and Cordelia, so I'm going to talk about them first. I like them actually. I definitely ship Cordelia with James just because I didn't want Matthew to be a part of this love triangle. I wanted him to have someone of his own, and poor guy ended up all alone anyway. But yeah, I definitely shipped Cordelia and James. I can have Matthew, I will do that. But I definitely shipped Cordelia and James more. Probably because of the Herondale Costes thing, but also because I feel like they were just like compatible in a way. I liked seeing them together, they were cute. But they weren't all that, they weren't Will, Tessa, with hope at last type of thing. I will definitely say like Thomas and Alistair popping off, genuinely. That one bit when Thomas sent like the first experiment of like the fire message or something, and Alistair received it, and it was like, I brush my teeth, don't tell anyone. These two, I actually love them so much. Anna and Ariadne as well, they were cute too. Honestly, like another POC female character. Love to see it. But also seeing how Anna Costes, can we just talk about her for a second? Sorry, that was really abrupt, but Anna Lightwood is national treasure. It should be marked as a moment of history that Cecily and Gabriel had Anna Lightwood as a child. Seeing Ariadne being housed by Anna, thinking that she's gonna have to move out and rent her own place, and then eventually ending up with Anna, that was actually crazy. I love them. Back to James and Cordelia. Sorry, this is like all over the place. But with like James and Cordelia, I literally hated when they ended up together. Like only like halfway through Chain of Thorns, because I actually like get so bored when a couple gets together. I'm literally like, okay, well now I have nothing to look forward to or book. Now I'm just like, okay, well they've gotten together. What am I looking forward to now? And they did get together like just halfway through the book, and now I'm like, I just lost all interest straight away. James and Cordelia, I feel like they had all of the tropes that I don't really like reading about. They had the marriage of convenience, which I get bored of really, really quickly. They had miscommunication. Oh my god, the miscommunication at the end of Chain of Iron was actually like ridiculous. Like I was reading that and I was being tortured. Christopher Lightwood died. Let's have a 3-minute moment of silence. That was not fun to read at all. But I did find it really weird that in his like last moments of life, he literally came back to say goodbye to Grace. I guess like that was supposed to be their thing, that they like bonded because no one understood them. I don't know, but it just felt so weird. I feel like I haven't mentioned the plot at all, but the plot does involve James's grandson, Belial, trying to conquer the earth with Tatiana Blackthorn. I feel like I would never have expected her to be like this major villain. I guess don't judge a book by its cover, but like in the Infernal Devices, I swear she was just this angry woman that was scorned by Will during like a Christmas party when he read out her diary out loud. I didn't realise she had villain potential, but that was her villain origin story, what can I say? I just never imagined her and then the Prince of Hell working together. I don't even know. That was so random to me. Grace has just been like suffering her entire life, and she's made some very questionable choices, but then you're like feeling sorry for her one moment, and then in the next moment she's done something to make you hate her even more. I do think that I've warmed up to Grace now. I like her, but will I let her die if she was like hanging on a cliff? Yes, I would. The whole Lilith drama with her making Cordelia Paladin. Honestly, Cordelia is like literally never in the wrong. I'm not even kidding. This woman can do no wrong. Whatever she does, she's always in the right, because I see her make the choices she makes, and I'm like, I would have made the same choice if I were you, so why am I going to blame you for becoming Paladin when I would have done the same thing? If that is in the hypothetical situation that there are Shadowhunters in this world. Unfortunately, there aren't. I don't think so. I hope there are. Actually, there are. Yes. Let's end this on that note. There are Shadowhunters in this world, and I will not stop looking for them until I've drank from the mortal cup and become one. That's it. That's all I have to say.